9 points clear, 7 games left. City have that game in hand, but let's be real, the league is officially in our hands. We just beat Everton 2-0, but the scoreline is a straight up lie. It makes it look like it was a routine Saturday at the office. But for about 80 minutes, I was on the verge of a medical emergency. I was sitting there in my Rice jersey, sweating, and I felt like I was going to throw up. But that's like standard Arsenal fan behavior, a typical game, I'd say, really. The game started with us on the front foot, moving the ball really well and actually looking direct. But it didn't last really long. We slipped back into that stagnant, sideways passing simulator we've been a lot recently. Zubimendi was getting the ball in the middle and on top of the box, and every single time he was literally just turning, playing it back to Saliba, turning, playing it back to Saliba, turning, playing it to Gabriel. I was watching the AFTV watch along, and everyone was losing their heads to it. It was crazy. But AFTV is not the most reliable source. They were also losing a lot of their heads to Eze for a lot of the shots he was taking. But personally, I want to give a big shout out to Eberechi Eze. He was like the only player that was moving with main character energy while he was out there. Maybe Saka a little as well, but I'd say mainly Eze. He was taking shots, he was taking risks, and he nearly curled one into the far post. I'll never complain about a player shooting when the whole rest of the team is just playing hot potato with the ball on top of the box. And can we talk about the defense? It's not as inevitable as it was at the start of the season. Everton actually brought it to us. They hit the crossbar really early, and then Dwight McNeil thought he had a certain goal until Calafiori decided to start wilding out. So Raya was already beaten and the goal was gaping. The ball went far post, and Calafiori, who just slipped, literally just got up and acrobatically blocked the shot with his foot. He threw out a little kung fu kick while he was still on the floor. Like, he was not human. He's an Italian Terminator who was sent back in time to save all of our clean sheets. Without that block, it's a very different game, because that was pretty early in the game as well. Much more depressing video right now. But by that 70th minute, I was low-key, I wouldn't say I was done, because I still felt like we had a chance coming, but it felt like we were bottling it. But then Arteta hooks Zubimendi, the guy who he literally has low-key a fetish for, and then he brings on Max Dowman, a 16-year-old. And people always talk about Pep G being a genius when his subs work, and how he's a fraud when they don't. But Arteta took a massive gamble here. If Dowman loses his man on a corner and we drop a point, or 3, fans would be calling for Arteta's whole head. But instead, Max Dowman came on and he changed the entire energy. He was direct, he was fearless, which was exactly what we needed, and he looked like he actually wanted to win the game rather than control the game. Then the 89th minute, Victor Gyökeres continues his tear. He's actually low-key a machine. He didn't start the season the best, but he's been on it recently. Of course, it's the man of the hour, Max Dowman, who whips the ball in, and Pickford has a nightmare. It hits Nkapie, and then Gyökeres is right there just to tap it in for the first goal. The relief was so loud. You could probably hear it in Liverpool. You could probably hear it in Leeds. But the moment of the century, stoppage time. Pickford goes up for a corner like he's prime Alan Shearer. We clear it, win the header in the air. Max Dowman wins a 50-50 header against a guy that's probably twice his age, and he starts a 10-second, it felt like 45 seconds, but he started a 10-second sprint all the way to the empty net because Pickford's out of net. And I was low-key feeling good, man. I was tearing up. I was like, yo, that's our Max Dowman, watching the 16-year-old become the youngest scorer in Prem history to pretty much seal a title race for us. That's cinema. Come on now. And as if the day could not get better, as soon as Arsenal won, I opened my window and it looked like I saw light again. And I switched over to the City game, and they look gassed. Bernardo Silva scored a lucky little chip goal, and I was like, Bernardo Silva, he does everything right. It's like standard City. They'll probably win this game like 4-0, 4-1. But then a little former gunner, Mavon Pranis, he comes up with a massive header to equalize for West Ham. It was like right before halftime, I'm pretty sure. Donnarumma was entirely lost in the sauce on that corner. There was no way he was saving that. Throughout that entire game, City had 21 shots, but they could not break West Ham down once. They dropped points, and suddenly that 10-point gap is now 9. And it looks like a mountain that I'm not sure Man City can still climb. And we're 7 games away. I'm still very stressed. I probably will be very stressed every single game until the end of the season. I still feel like I'm going to have a heart attack every weekend. But I love this club. If I wanted a relaxed, entertaining game of football to watch, I'd watch Tottenham. But I'm here for the grind. I love this club. Everyone has so much to say about how we play bad football, how we play haram ball, how we don't play entertaining football to watch, but this is my club. I love them. I'm going to watch every game, and I'm going to stress out, and I'm going to sweat everything out in my Declan Rice jersey, and I'm going to be worried that we're going to bottle it, but we're going to win. And then when I need to get my fixation of interesting football and good football and exciting football, I'll put on the Tottenham game. But for now, I'm here for the grind. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's bring this trophy home. Come on, you Gunners.